Hey guys, um, today I am starting a new series, a manga series about, well, it's called Dr. Stone. I'm probably guessing most of you have not heard it before, since it is a relatively very new manga. I think it only has about 20 something chapters out right now. In this review, I'm going to be covering chapter 1 and 2 because it does have a good amount of stuff in the first and second chapter. But we're introduced to our main characters, Taiju and Senku. Taiju is kind of, I would say, a standard shonen protagonist, where he's shy. He's going to confess to a girl, and he's went to Senku to tell him that he's going to. And he's very, I would say, bullheaded and rash. And you can tell that he's not super smart. But he's good enough. And Senku is, to me, the more interesting character, with him being a very smart and, well, scientific person. And while when Taiju goes to confess to his crush, Yuzu, a bright flash happens, and everybody gets turned to stone all across the planet. And it seems to be only people and birds for some reason. This gives it a little mystery, and we still don't know. Like, I'm caught up, and we still don't know who did it, why they did it, or if they're ever going to explain it. We don't know that yet. But we see that most people, they kind of quote-unquote die once they're in there because they lose consciousness. Because being that way, their consciousness just slowly fades away. Taiju, I'm just gonna start calling him Tai now, for short. Tai, he survives all that time, just thinking and thinking about having to save Yuzu from what has happened, and he eventually wakes up, and he meets Senku. And Senku has said that he revived out of the stone 6 months before he did, and that he's been working on a cure for a long time. And he also tells him it's been about 3,700 years since then, because the thing that kept Senku alive was him counting every second of him being in there, which is insane, more insane than what Tai did. But yeah, he finds Yuzu, and of course he promises to get her out. And we follow them, kind of just trying to figure out how to do it. And Senku deducts that it is bat, I guess, feces or bat droppings, and mixing it with wine or alcohol. And they finally figure it out. And beforehand, when we first see all the experiments, he's been experimenting constantly for 6 months. We see him have hundreds of experiments that failed, because he mounts them up on the wall. And I'm so that's a lot of dedication. So after that, we see that he mixes them together, and eventually finds out the formula to do it. And it's a really feel-good moment when you see Senku finally sit down and say that science has won over fantasy. That's probably one of my favorite moments so far in the series. It was very well done. And that's what the chapter ends off with. Now, this series so far, just judging these 2 chapters, had a very good amount of, say, characterization and, well, I'll just say meat to it. It was very good. It was good on plot so far, and good on characters. And the science aspect is the thing that really fascinates me, because they really do put extreme amount of effort into explaining everything and all the scientific, I would say, scientific methods or scientific speech into it. And I know little kids probably won't understand this. Probably I would say the youngest you'd have to be is probably somewhere in around middle school age. Like somewhere 10 and up would be the people that understand this kind of thing. Maybe older, because I'm not sure. But Dr. Stone is a very good series so far. I will continue to review it. I might have the second chunk out either tomorrow or a few days from now. I'm not 100% sure. I'm working on some other things right now, so I might not. But that's about it. If you guys want to comment about the series, you can always go check it up. You know, you can just type it in and it'll end up somewhere. Yeah, that's about it. If you got, yeah, comment down below if you want anything, if you want me to like look at anything and other manga. And that's about it. All right, bye guys.